No is the message these business owners brought with them to the steps of the state capitol on this Thursday as they and GOP lawmakers demand the legislature kill several bills those here say will make California less safe and more susceptible to crime.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough!
Among the bills they're fighting against, SB 94. It would allow the possibility of parole or early release for people serving life sentences who were originally not given the possibility of parole. Those who qualify under the bill must have committed the offense in question before June 5, 1990, and must have already served at least 25 years. Another measure they're against, proposed state constitutional amendment to ACA 4. It would allow felons to vote from prison.
We're tired of these policies that help criminals and do not support victims.
And while those who came to the state capitol say they are concerned about all of these public safety bills in question, there's one in particular they say they're especially worried about. Its name? SB 553.
SB 553.
No!
SB 553.
No!
SB 553.
No!
Those here, many of whom convenience store business owners, say they are concerned about a small clause in the original bill forbidding non-security workers at businesses from confronting alleged shoplifters and thieves.
It's a very bad bill for the retailers because this bill allows all the criminals to come to our store and grab and go.
If we cannot stop them, police cannot stop them, what reason them to not to steal again?
But bill author, San Jose Senator Dave Cortese, says he has since taken that language out of the bill.
Frankly, if everybody read the bill, I don't think anybody would have any opposition.
He says the main focus of the legislation is to have employees come up with a plan to prevent workplace violence.
It's really a document, a planning document, much like you see in schools. Now, where schools will have a plan. What do you do if there's an intruder?
While those here want him to drop the bill entirely, Cortese says most of the opponents in the retail and business community are satisfied with the amendments he made. On Friday, the fate of the bill and hundreds of others will rest in the hands of the Assembly Appropriations Committee. Its members will decide which to kill and which to move forward in the legislative process. At the state capitol, covering local news that matters, Eitan Wallace, Fox 40 News.